Oh,
So
that
did
you
the
know what you
Browns.
know what? Maybe just through he was still alive, but maybe through some parallel force. That's why the Browns have been drafting so shitty for the past
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
life.
Yeah,
That's what
let's
it is.
Yeah.
start it up. Start it up.
Oh, it's
Start it
already
up.
started.
Oh shit. Okay.
There was before the Lions were before the NFL was the NFL, the Lions were a team in whatever division, whatever it was called at the time. And they traded somebody away, and he said, "For the next 50 years, this city's not gonna do anything in football. It's a well known curse. And for 50 years, we did nothing
In the rain underneath a burning cross or something. Ooga booga ooga.
I don't know, but we were cursed
Fucking
for
voodoo
50
dolls
years
and
of
shit.
bad decisions and terrible play.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to
Yeah.
Football
It's just that
History
easy.
from the
Hello.
podcast of stuff.
How's it
50
going?
years of prosperity for me.
The thing you didn't
curse
hear, like
someone.
the thing you didn't hear is like under his breath, he's like, also the audio industry is going to tank fucking hard.
Jesus.
Dude, there are so many people I would curse.
I think I have been cursed.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
We all know what happens whenever you go somewhere alone without your good luck charm BG.
I'm thinking this last trip though, it's like someone had the voodoo doll, and then like as you're getting put in the car, they're like, you know what? Not today. They let the doll go.
They always do. They take it to the brink and just say, you know what? He can suffer.
Well, this
more."
time someone else like literally it was the reverse karma.
Yeah.
Someone just took my place.
They just put in another doll, just like it's just a blank slate doll. It's like this is the other person. Whoever's is in the scenario with this doll. This is the other person.
It's like Persona. They took a mortal blow for me.
Wow.
He never saw it coming.
Bruh.
So now we need.
Have you-
I need to grab that fucking picture of you off Facebook and just shove
Oh,
the stupid Persona meme
no.
on your face. God damn.
Oh no.
Have you done the shogi players?
I've done a couple.
What she gives you is so useful.
Yes, it is.
Jesus,
They're talking about
I
Persona,
won
by the
some
way,
battles
folks.
because of that bit.
Is she the one that can just switch?
Yes.
Oh.
Allow
So
me to
have
switch
you
in the
two
middle of
beaten
battle.
the game yet?
Final Fantasy X.
Have you two beaten Persona 5 yet?
No.
How
No,
close
sir.
are you?
No, sir.
How close are you to story's
If
end?
there's 8 dungeons, I don't know how many dungeons there are. If there's 8 dungeons, I'm on the 5th. I'm 47 hours into the game.
I was about to say how many hours. That's the real. That's
I'm-
the real number.
I'm. What is Futaba?
Futaba 4.
She's 4. I'm on 4, and I think I'm in the 60s.
Jeez.
But most of that was just over the last 3 days.
So it's just I've never played a Persona game. What is the build? Is it an RPG? Is it
It's a turn-based RPG.
turn-based? Okay.
And I mean, a lot of people are saying that if you've never played a Persona game, this is the game to jump into. That's all I've been hearing.
Yeah.
Jump into a J. If you like JRPGs, if you've never played a JRPG and you just want to try it out, this is it. This should be the standard for JRPGs, but it won't be because people will get spoiled. This should be just the top of the mountain that no one else will reach, and people will try. They will fail, but I would suggest not even trying. This game
But
should
Final
just exist in its
Fantasy
own little
VII,
bubble
no.
and just leave it alone.
There's a lot of talk of artists, like, they'll come out with a specific sound or album and they'll be like, oh, they were real successful with that. I'm going to emulate
Yeah,
that. But
no.
you're
Yeah.
never going to be them and you're never going to surpass them. You can take parts of it and improve on it, but go do your own thing so you can carve out your own niche. Do not try to be Persona 5. You're going to fail.
Not.
You are going
So
to fail.
what is it? Because again, I have no idea what the game besides the memes. What is it that makes it so good?
The characters.
It's the characters.
The battle system is fantastic, but the characters, my
Yeah,
God.
but what makes it so you just can't put it down?
There's a lot to do in a regular JRPG.
The music.
The music in a regular RPG, you just go from town to town. You see people, You talk
Yeah.
to them, they're gone. No, this is sort of like a dating sim where you have to talk to people and you learn about their own personal stories, and then they give you they help you
Huh.
level up your personas, and they give you experience, and they give you all sorts of special things. And there's like 15, 16 people that just have their own little story. You like every day you have morning, noon, and night. Mornings, you know, you usually go to school and there's a whole bunch of stuff there, you know,
Yeah.
tests and
Random questions throughout the day.
yeah. And afternoons, you can go level up your persona. You can go to dungeons and fight. You can study. You can go to movies.
Yeah, you can increase
Okay,
your own
so it's
kindness,
structured.
charm,
There
such and such.
are different things you could do at certain times of the day.
From whatever,
Yes.
there's like 8 games in this game.
There is so much. There is too much.
It's a dating sim, visual novel, stealth, turn-based
Sports.
sports
like-
simulating.
It's like mini
JRPG.
like mini game like collective a la like
So-
Wii Sports.
So it's a fantasy life sim,
But they're kind of in the real world.
but they have like fantasy powers and whatnot,
Yeah,
right?
when they go into the other world.
But that makes it fantasy. There is another world to go into.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's a fantasy life sim.
Oh yeah, so we can throw fantasy in there too.
yeah.
It's just
Interesting.
ridiculous in game.
Interesting.
I'll tell you this. Okay,
It's
so
got
this is the-
great art. That's what I get from everything I see on Twitter and social media.
This is the
that it has
very
outstanding
first.
art.
This is spoilers for anybody that gives a crap, but this is the very first person you encounter, the very first villain you encounter. You transfer to the new school, and there's this PE teacher named Kamoshida, and you learn about the other world and palaces and such, and it's the distortion of people's cognition of how they see themselves, the areas around them, people around them.
Yeah.
And you pretty much learn he's abusing the team he's coaching so they can win national. He's sexually harassing the female students
Oh.
to the point where one girl tried to commit suicide
Ooh.
Oh.
because you know, the main character on the blonde one, you'll see him box art and
Wait,
stuff like that.
she's the main character?
She's one of the
One
main
of them.
characters. She's one of the
Okay.
main persona users.
Gotcha.
He wants to have sex with her super bad. She has a
Huh.
friend on the team, and he's like, "Come have sex with me. I'm just gonna take her off the team." She's like, "I'm not gonna do that." She's all sad about it, like she's fighting, giving up her dignity for her friend, and her friend, this is all her friend has, so she's fighting that within herself. But ultimately, she decides not to do it. So the teacher's like, "I'm just gonna call the friend up here and have sex with her." He has sex with her, and she just jumps.
Really?
Yeah, and that's the very first dungeon. Like that's a ninth of the game.
And then when you try to confront him, it's like, nobody's gonna believe you. Hey, guess what? You're all expelled. Like, ooh. And this dude, the main character, he's a felon, so this is like his last chance to go to high school. And then there's another guy who's done some bad things, and it's like, if you get kicked out of here, you're done.
And he's a
Huh.
villain for complete bullshit. He knocked over what was pretty much like a police chief or something. He was trying to
No,
force
he's a mayor,
the mayor. Okay.
mayor candidate. I
Yeah.
believe.
So he had some high political power. So he's fighting with this girl, trying to force her to come in with him. And the main character's like, "Cut it out." So he trips and falls and like, "I'm hurt. I'm gonna sue you, kid." Kid gets arrested and the woman's like, "Yeah, he just attacked him for no reason." Terrible.
Dark stuff, great stuff.
Great stuff.
Dark stuff usually makes great stuff.
So yeah, Batman.
I was about to say that.
I heard that.
I didn't say it so you couldn't. You mean?
Oh God.
Between that, I still need to start
I've
Horizon
dropped
Zero Dawn,
Horizon for Persona.
and then I also want to play Nier.
Not even looking at it until Persona is done.
Those are
From
like
from what I'm hearing, they've already greenlit Horizon 2. So
oh yeah, it sold very well.
I don't see me picking up another game in any real capacity until Injustice 2 in May.
Really?
I've got a month until the next game I pick up. I'm not picking up Horizon in any. I'm just not gonna pick it up for too long. I'm using fighting games right now as a cleansing palette for Persona 5. Like I'll play 8 hours Persona and play 40 minutes of fighting games. Like I gotta do something else for a little while, and then go right back to Persona.
Me and
I woke
you
up
are very different gamers.
same here. I woke up it's from Sunday to Tuesday. I woke up at 8 o'clock, went to sleep past 12. All the time I was playing Persona.
That was me in Breath of the Wild. When I start a game that I really enjoy, I cannot put it down or play something else. Like playing other stuff for Let's Brew, especially during Breath of the Wild, was challenging.
Terrible.
I was playing last.
Breath of the Wild.
Like
Trying to be entertaining while not giving it.
well, like I made that into like a joke. I was playing Last Guardian, and there's like a bunch of platforming things that you gotta do as the kid in Last Guardian, and you know, like I'd like jump and like miss a jump or something and fall and die. And I'm like, Link wouldn't have fucking done that in Breath of the Wild. This is like I'm just stupidly comparing it just for no reason. It's like, man, I just want to play Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I think I ate maybe 4 meals throughout that whole thing. I was supposed to go to Walmart to pick up some stuff. I didn't do that. I was supposed to finish that Helga. Didn't do that. I was just like, oh, I guess I'm just here forever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just like, man, I think I'm gonna do laundry today, and then it's like I look down at the time. It's like, oh, 2 hours have passed. In 1 other hour, I'll get up and do laundry.
That was essentially my last night. Last night, I picked up the that new shooter game that's making like huge waves on Steam. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
Oh,
like
Brian is playing the hell out of it.
It's actually a fuck ton of fun, and I started playing it last night around 1 a.m. I looked down when I sat down. I finished eating a snack, and it was 1:30. We started playing. I looked up, the sun was out, I had class in an hour. I had class at 11.
It's
Monday, my
Okay.
exact thought was, why is it 3 o'clock already?
I
would like that
I
one
looked up
dead.
again, and it was fucking 10 a.m. I had lost 8.5 hours on that game.
I started Persona at like 11. I went downstairs to eat. It was 4. I said, what happened? Because I swore I was up for 2 hours. So dumb.
Yeah.
You gotta love those games that are just like it just all sense of time.
Vampire.
Yes, a time
Oh, yeah.
vampire. And it's like you look at that, like you're playing a game, you're sucked into it. It's like then you look down, it's like, oh my god, 5 hours have passed. And then I keep looking at the clock at work, and it's like, that's 5 minutes. Ooh, 15. Okay, that's a big
Boy.
jump.
I don't look at the clock for a while, and I'll just be like, okay, it's gotta be 3:30 by now. 3:05. Okay, I was kind of
That's me in the final hour of my shift. There is never anything to do because the people at the upper levels of my job are backwards moronic. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And so I'm just sitting there like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and tinker with these cans for 25 minutes. Oh, I did that. Oh, wait, it's been 5. Fuck! What do I do?
time. I think time is a lot of bull crap. There's got to be somebody to disprove this whole thing.
Many have
I'm
tried.
sick of it.
None have succeeded.
Well, yeah, especially with you and just how like your internal clock is just like, oh, you fell asleep at 7? Oh, look, there's that pesky little double circle 8 right there.
Get up.
Get up!
Did you just call it a double circle when you could have just called it a sideways infinity sign?
Or that. There's multiple ways.
That's actually longer than what he said.
There's multiple ways to describe it, my
But
friend.
it sounds better.
You have a very narrow view. You got to expand the horizons.
But sideways infinity sign.
It's also 2 S's. Just got to expand them
He
horizons.
could have said the number between 7 and 9 too. There's a lot of things that he could have
Yes.
said.
Yes, exactly.
But sideways infinity signs. It's better.
You're an engineer. You're supposed to approach problems in a multitude of ways. You're failing your
Yes, but
you're,
when you find one that works, you don't fuck with it if it's not broken.
you're failing your profession.
Fuck no, I'm not. I'm excelling at it, motherfucker. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That joke wasn't broke, but you tried to fix it.
But to me, it was broke. Therefore, by the perception of what I have as the problem, it needed to be fixed.
Oh man. This is the weirdest improv bit I've ever done. Your sketch, the number 8. Okay.
Sideways Infinity Sign.
Okay,
Yes,
yes, and. Oh boy.
Got a lot of places to go from here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, versus you actually bought Mass Effect, you poor bastard. Yeah. Yeah, you poor bastard.
I keep seeing him do stuff from PS Share, and it like I get confused. Like I take a moment, I'm like, what the fuck is? Oh, that's right. Yep, that is Mass Effect.
Did that game sell well?
No.
Good.
People were watching that game streaming like for the first day before release, and I think they had like half of its total like pre-orders canceled. I think I was reading that somewhere on IGN. It's bad. It didn't even sell as well. I think it sold as well as 3, but that was still like way under expectation.
They said the patch fixed a lot of things.
No, it didn't.
Too late.
Yeah,
It fixed enough.
The thing is, all it
It's
did
just like No
was
Man's Sky's
they tried
too
to
late.
change how the depth of character models looked by
Kid,
adding a
whoa.
different shader, and that's all it was. So anybody who actually understands what physics engines actually do realized this was gonna be a bigger thing for them to fix. And the shader, it's like a band-aid on a bullet wound. You're trying to cover the hole, but it's still bleeding profusely. It's bad. The character models are broken. The design scheme is bad. The only thing good about the game was its combat system. It's good and it's ingenuitive, but for instance, I watched one cutscene on 4 different streamers. Each time a door failed to open in one of the areas of the cutscene, and the character had to walk through a wall during a scripted cutscene. That is how broken the game is.
I mean, they're just taking cues from Bethesda. I mean, just glitchy walls.
Okay, yeah, but in fairness to Bethesda, we all expect and understand that's going to happen. This level of broken for a Mass Effect game.
I understand. I still find it unacceptable. That's just me.
Yeah, no, it's not okay.
I'm not okay.
No.
I haven't thought about My Chemical Romance in a very long time. That is the
Neither
first...
has the public.
Yeah, this is true.
I don't know about that. There was that whole thing over the summer about them possibly getting back together before that re-release of the Black Parade.
Bruh.
People were losing their minds.
Why? Have you heard the new Linkin Park? Jesus.
I have not. Kind of
Linkin
refused
Park
to.
changed because Chester blew out his fucking vocal cords.
No,
They
it's
couldn't
even
do
worse.
the same
He,
music anymore.
Well, from like 2
That
or
was
so
wait,
years
that
ago.
would mean you should lean more on Shinoda.
And they didn't.
They didn't, exactly. They tried to do something else and it didn't work.
Well, the thing is, from like at least 2 years ago when I went to Rock on the Range, they were singing / screaming all their old stuff.
Well, yeah, it's been a long time now. I'm sure he's had time to heal. But still, for the past decade, they had to do something different because Chester couldn't scream.
I actually saw a while ago like a Teens React or something react to
Linkin Park, and half of them didn't
I
fucking know who
refuse
it
to watch
was.
any of that.
Really, reactions. Go screw.
There's only one reaction I care about, and it's the greatest reaction in history. There's another scene. Fantastic. The only reaction worth ever seeing.
Which was it? Sorry.
There was this guy doing a Walking Dead. Okay, so this was before Negan was shown. He wasn't even spoken about.
Boy.
So this was years ago.
You had to watch. They ended the season, and then you had to watch Into the Badlands until the first commercial, and then during that commercial, they would show the last scene of The Walking Dead.
So he turns on his camera. He goes, "Guys, I'm watching it right now. There's another scene." And it's like there's nothing going on. DA and I sat there and dissected that footage second by second, frame by frame, looking in the corner and the stuff in his room
In the background of the door.
for like 15 minutes. It's like a 45-second clip.
This dude is just so wooden, and the camera's pointed directly at him, and
There's just nothing going on.
it's just really bad. And ever since we saw that, we've been constantly saying, "There's another scene."
Oh, he's so bad. Oh, I'm gonna find this.
I am intrigued to see. So
Yeah.
yesterday, I finally saw Power Rangers.
Ooh.
Boom! Got it.
And
Later, BG.
I'm just gonna put it in the chat. Though we could do an old 1, 2, 3 boy.
Oh boy, yeah, we could. I would have to freaking figure out how to get videos into this thing because I've never done
Do it
it
now.
before.
Yeah, it's not worth messing with right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's
guy
not.
is not worth.
Yeah.
Dumb face.
His dumb face. That is a great way to put it.
So, I enjoyed the movie.
Told you.
I would
God.
not call it great by any stretch of the
Oh,
word,
I never said that.
but it was fun.
Called it good.
It was fun.
You have Mike on your side. This man like Guardians. This man like Godzilla. I want to say gorillas. Jesus Christ. This is the man that you have on your side.
It was fun.
This
It's a
is
fun
the
movie.
man you have on your side.
A lot of the
Yeah, I
stuff
mean-
was pretty, like, from what BG described
I'm
of it,
just
was
saying.
very on point.
Mhm.
I'd forgotten about the bull masturbation joke before I saw it.
How could you?
And then immediately when the cow came into frame, I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah, it's literally the first scene of the movie.
The first non-Gleep Glop.
And I also
Yeah.
forgot too how actually, like, with, you know, Bryan Cranston, like the beginning scene and then just him being Zordon, I forgot how much he was involved with Power Rangers when it was the show.
Wait, what?
He was voicing all over that mother.
Yeah, he was
Really?
he was voicing a whole bunch of the monsters, and in fact, Billy Cranston, the Blue Ranger, is named after Bryan
Oh.
Cranston.
Wow. Okay.
Things I found out. So he obviously had
Things
ties
I
to the
didn't know.
franchise before the movie. And the only gripe that I had with the movie, like, basically I went in with expectations and they were met. The only thing that I was disappointed with was that there was no legitimate Megazord transformation sequence.
Yeah.
They fell in a hole and then they came out as the Megazord. I was like, oh,
I mean, it makes sense.
it does, but I was just like, I want to see him like go into tank mode and then turn
Yeah,
into the Megazord.
They're all getting smashed together, and then it just kind of works. And yeah.
Just freaking like, I didn't even know. So I was, once the movie came out, I was just like looking at a bunch of Power Rangers crap. I didn't even realize in the original series that there's like an alternative Megazord transformation sequence where it just goes straight into the Zord mode. And it's like a side-on view of it like lifting up and transforming. And it was like fucking
Huh.
awesome.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, same.
And yeah, I was hoping for a Megazord transformation sequence. And I was
No,
like,
it's their first foray. They're not gonna.
yeah, and I was half expecting, like, when they summon the Zords and then, like, read it. I will say, I really enjoy, and this is something in a bunch of different movies, where an actor or actress is given a very out there role or cast in a very out there role, and they just dive in head fucking first.
Yeah,
Elizabeth
you can't
Banks
do anything but appreciate.
as Rita, loved her. Freaking
Oh, was the
loved her.
Krispy Kreme eating it? Did it not make sense?
Yeah, that was
The way she
perfectly
did it.
fine.
It didn't even. It wasn't even like gross with it.
No, like I agree with your point of like as long as it makes sense in the context of a scene, I'm fine with product placement. Like in the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, Peter does a lot of web searching. At that time, they were sponsored by Bing. Whatever, he's searching stuff on the internet. It makes sense. Second
Some
movie
people
was
use Bing out there.
second movie was
Wait,
Google.
Whose default is Bing?
people that love their pornography.
Google ain't getting this history.
Oh,
But
jeez, Mike, never laugh like that again.
yeah, like I had really no. I mean, save for just like obvious dumb little things,
Mm-hmm.
I had no problems. Really,
Yeah, oh, no big
they
problem.
they weren't in your face with the autism or the fact that Trini was lesbian.
Yeah,
like-
and I enjoy Billy greatly.
Yeah, Billy was awesome.
Yeah, he's best. And I really enjoyed Zach too and his whole craziness.
Yeah, and just they in just their own subtle ways they delved into each character and like their backstory and like how outward appearances weren't as they seemed. Especially Zach, I thought the whole mother thing was a awesome touch.
It was an enjoyable movie. Like I said, everything not dealing with them as the Power Rangers was really good. It was just diving into them as characters.
Also, I understand your qualms with the slow mo, and
Boy.
sped up in slow mo. Yeah, it was mostly in the first Rita fight, was where it was heavily
Yeah.
apparent. But like, yeah, it was. Ugh.
And in the putty fight, like some of those shots would look so much better at just normal speed.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
But
Power
overall, I
Rangers.
enjoyed it. I'm gonna try this next week to see Ghost in the Shell. I've heard nothing but terribleness.
Hurry up. It's
Can you
flying
find
out
a
of
theater?
I've been seeing different, actually.
That must have dropped like 800 theaters the second week. They didn't give a shit.
I was trying.
I'm seeing a lot of people say it's not bad. It's just meh. But people are saying it's bad because it's not as good as the actual movie.
Well,
I heard.
any of the series.
That's why a lot of people are salty or giving bad reviews. Is just that it's not meeting the expectation that the
it's
first
watered
movie-
down. It's
Yeah,
watered
I
down.
heard
Exactly.
visually it's appealing, but everything else is charisma.
Mm-hmm. But I wanted to see it I wanted to see it instead of Power Rangers, but I couldn't find a good time like immediately after work to go see it. Also, I have to point out, I went to the theater near my house, the one with the recliners. Only person in the theater. It was empty.
I dream of being the only person in a theater. I want it so bad.
The closest we've ever come was seeing what was that movie? The Ring. No, not The Ring. The kid and it sounded like cats.
Grudge.
Grudge, yeah. That was the closest we ever came. There were only 2 other people in the theater.
The most empty theater I've ever been to for a movie was when we went to see Suicide Squad.
That place was packed.
That
Bunch of
was-
people in there.
But it was.
There wasn't that many people in
There was
there.
around 15, 20 people in there.
That's not. That's to me. That's
Yeah, he's
nothing.
in
I've
New
never.
York.
I've,
yeah.
I've never been.
You were
in a
about to
theater
say
that
something
isn't
about The Grudge.
at least
theater
90%
we were
full.
Wasn't Scary Movie? Wasn't there only like 4 people in there?
Which one?
The one that we went to go see. I think it
No,
was 5.
because there was a lot of laughter. Do you not
yeah,
remember?
I remember. There was a lot of laughter from a couple people.
I think there were at least double-digit people in that
No,
theater,
I don't
including
think so. I'm
us,
thinking
though.
around 5 or 6.
No, I think there was more.
I think so. But there's literally no way we can check. So it's
One Piece was
pointless.
surprisingly alive.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Thank goodness.
Thank
Well,
goodness.
We saw it at Gateway, correct? Yes,
Yeah.
we did. And they bring in a niche audience. Like there was a lot of people when I saw Your Name. It was pretty almost full. Like there's just the niche audience, and it was a convention too.
Animal,
And it's One Piece.
and it's animal.
And it was a good movie.
Is there anything?
Super is so terrible.
Oh, don't.
We'll get into that.
17. Wow.
We will get into that. There's other
Super
things.
Saiyan Blue is just so unspecial.
It looks like we're about to get into it, Mike.
I want to talk about a few things before we rant. Just a couple.
Hurry up, then.
I have a small thing before I forget. I woke up this morning to a very nice email, and it's just like Gorillas are going on tour. And I go, yes, they are. Where am I going? How far am I traveling to go see Gorillas? They're coming to Detroit. They're coming to the
No.
Fox Theater downtown. Tickets go on sale, pre-sale tomorrow for Gorilla Club members at 10 a.m. And at 10
And of
a.m.,
course you
I'm
are
gonna
one.
be right. Oh yeah, of course I am. I'm gonna be right in front of the computer. Just go. I need a good seat for this. Gorillas. Can't wait.
That's- You were just complaining last week that you would never get to see them in Detroit, and
Yep,
immediately
I was, but I realized that that's very stupid because Damien said that he really loves Detroit so much that
Detroit
the
is a
fall-
music town. It's
Yeah.
a sports town,
The
and it's a
last-
wrestling town.
the last Gorillaz album had a song called Detroit
Yeah.
that was recorded in Detroit after their last show back in 2010 or so. But yeah, I am super pumped for that, and I can't wait to spend my money to go see the Gorillaz I love. And in a
When is
couple of
that,
days, the album is coming out, and they're just slowly releasing songs like the piece of crap they are. I'm staying away from them. I just want to experience all at the same time. Hopefully, I'll get a day off to just sit down and just listen and just. Oh, I can't wait! Gorillas!
When's that?
Hour from P5.
Dude, I'm not playing P5.
When's that
until
show?
The week after next, maybe.
Why?
I don't have the time.
Rip.
Because next week is Midwest Media Expo, and they have
Oh, is it?
Is
have
it
Pinky,
really?
The Brain, Sale, Billy West. There's a bunch of people just coming out of nowhere. I'm
Midwest
just
is
like,
picking up, I
okay,
guess, huh?
I got a lot to make, so it's not a good one.
Nice.
When is that show, DA?
Oh, it's in September,
Oh, okay.
but I'm assuming that tickets will sell out.
Oh, yeah.
super.
Scalpers and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Scalpers ruin
weirdo
everything.
nerds like me who are just like, yeah, gotta get it, and then people who love gorillas and oh man.
And the demand is going to be high considering they haven't made anything in
yeah.
forever.
A long fucking
And
time.
it's less than 20 dates that they're doing, so these tickets
Ooh,
are
really?
very yeah.
Huh.
yeah, somebody was like, the closest that's to me is Pennsylvania, so I gotta fly out to go see him.
People are going. It's gorillas are not huge by any. Well, they kind of are.
They're
I'm surprised that
They're not huge, but they're popular.
The-
but their
they're-
fans are rabid fans.
of the 5, yes, they are. Of the 5 newest videos that they put out, one of them had like 18 million views in a couple days. I'm like, well, yes. So I think it's just rabid people like me. You know, people.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm happy. I'm happy that we're getting new stuff. Good on us.
Oh, it's out.
Yeah, Michigan. If I were to want to go, I'm not a big Gorillaz fan. Detroit is actually the closest, I think, to.
There's one in
Would you
Chicago.
really want to go see Gorillas with DA though?
Yeah. Hey, seeing I enjoy
You just
fan
ditch your ass. He
enthusiasm.
does it every con.
Bruh, you've seen how we act at
Yeah.
places. You saw Suicide Squad.
For the
That
for,
movie was made.
for a music show though, that's like what you want.
Oh my god!
No, I'm just saying, Suicide Squad was a turd of a movie, and it was made thanks to the reaction.
But oddly enough, during a concert, like if it's a rock concert, I'm up and I'm moving. But last time I saw Gorillaz, I was just sitting still, just watching, just immobile.
Taking in the experience.
Yes, because there was they had orchestras and just rappers and all sorts of musicians and Damien himself up there. I don't care about. I was talking about Damien himself, but it's Damien and he's playing all of his instruments. I'm just
Sandow.
like, this is just amazing. This is the dude. He's right there. Look at. Yep. That's all.
All right,
Gorillas.
Mike. What else before we get? into Super?
Just some news tidbits. I think literally like the day after our podcast last week, the NES Mini, Nintendo discontinued it,
Yep.
much to just supreme fan backlash, and then
Yeah.
almost right away announced the SNES Mini is going to be a thing. Which then, as I saw a good like meme joke was like Reggie. It was like Reggie Fils-Aimé. It's like this E3, we're pleased to announce the immediate announcement and discontinuation of the Nintendo 64 Mini. It's like,
Thank you, and we're sorry.
yeah.
Are they making a Switch Mini too, or is that this is just a joke?
It's a rumor.
Why? The thing is so fucking small already. They better fucking not. I would actually be mad.
You're mad about the Switch in general, so
Yes, I hate the fucking thing.
surprise. I'm shocked.
I'd be even more angry.
Supreme shock. This past weekend, the Comp Bros won't care. This past weekend was Star Wars weekends at Orlando.
Nobody gives a fuck.
And
No.
they showed the Last Jedi teaser.
Don't care.
And then also Battlefront 2,
Still don't care.
which it's got story. That's
Whoa,
that's all I
yeah.
wanted from Battlefront 1.
It's gonna be essentially just a sell for the next movie.
Yes.
I'm just not I'm not as excited. When I first saw whatever, I forgot the title of the past movie already.
Force Awakens.
Yeah, Force Awakens. I was excited about it, but like the more that time goes on, the less excited I am for more of this series. I think I've just had too much Star Wars thrown at me over the past year and a half now. I'm just ambivalent to it.
Understandable. I am excited. Love me some Star Wars. And Battlefront 2, I enjoyed Battlefront 1, it's just that there wasn't enough content to keep me.
This past new Battlefront was shit.
I enjoyed it. Space
Shite.
combat in particular, loved.
Absolute shite. The game died after a month. That should say enough.
That's what I meant by there wasn't enough content to keep me interested.
No, heavily with content. Games that H1Z1 has no content, but it's still alive. The game was shit, Mike. There's no way around it. When your giants, your giant mechs are on rails, your game is shit. That was when there's no space combat, which was everybody was excited for its return. Your game is shit. Everything that everyone wanted that game to be wasn't there. It was shit.
I still enjoyed it.
Stop defending it.
I still enjoyed
I
it.
thought it was all right.
It was shit.
It's all right.
And
As
again,
resident shooter game player, it was shit.
resident shooter game player. MD, Ralph Iovino.
Damn right. Oh my god, let's go. All right, next bit of news.
The only other thing that I have, which I'm not sure if BG knows anything about this comic series, but Marvel announced Cloak and Dagger.
Oh,
Released
yeah,
a trailer for it.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's the two
For-
people that have their powers linked to each other.
Is that a Netflix
One is
show
like
or?
a Shadow Man.
It's
and
some
the
other service. It's not Netflix.
Oh.
It's a really good comic actually.
I am intrigued. I had never heard of them before. I did like a quick little Wikipedia
Really?
search. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess. Why did I say Willie?
Wasn't
Really?
one of them? No, that was Moon Knight.
Yeah,
I was
Moon
about
Knight.
to say Moon Knight was in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Evil or good Venom.
Web of Shadows.
There, that's the gimmick.
And yeah, so
What I believe to be the best Spider-Man game yet.
Web of Shadows.
Web of Shadows.
Oh, hands down. That
Better
game was
better than
absolutely
2, huh?
amazing.
2
Yeah.
is trash.
It's not very good. The swinging is good, but
That's all people remember, the swinging.
Yeah.
But play through 2, please.
I'm just saying what the internet says.
The internet is wrong.
I haven't played it in years.
2 is good.
My brother played a lot of the Spider-Man games.
I think I actually
completely
enjoy-
back up BG.
I enjoyed Ultimate more than 2.
Ultimate is good too. It might be
Yeah.
the second best.
But
Just-
Web of
Yeah.
Shadows was an outstanding.
Mainly
Shattered
just
Dimensions might be second best. Ultimate might be third.
mainly just because the juxtaposition between the Venom gameplay and the Spider-Man gameplay, which the Venom gameplay was really just a prototype to prototype.
Yeah.
Didn't think that sentence through before I said it.
Yeah, obvious.
Which those games are fun.
Yeah.
Just wanton destruction.
Next bit of news. I want to get to Super.
So
Next bit of news.
all these are just some random articles that I grabbed from IGN. Captain Marvel has a director. Didn't really
That's nothing.
notice who it was or know who
Yeah,
it
who
was.
cares?
There's a new Carmen Sandiego cartoon coming to
Nobody cares.
Yeah,
Netflix.
okay. Whatever.
And then this is the one that I just we'll elicit a reaction. I'm just gonna read the headline.
Please do.
Netflix users have spent 500 million hours watching Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I don't doubt it at all.
That man stopped caring.
He appealed to the
fucking
lowest
2
common
decades ago.
denominator.
Why?
And that's a vast majority of people.
The
Yeah.
A
ridiculous,
lot of people that are just like, let's just put something on.
Yeah, exactly.
the
And
ridiculous
it's
six
Sandler.
and the do-over are the most watched Netflix movies.
Yep.
That man realized he was set 2 decades ago and has been coasting since.
I will say those two movies are Netflix original movies, so that's easily understandable. They just keep those on and put them near the top of your list every time. So
I don't mean nothing. I've never seen them.
Yeah.
every time I boot up Netflix, it's one of the first of like
it's
Netflix.
there.
Oh yeah, Sandler's face
But,
is always the
I
front
don't
of
click
my
that
fucking
shit.
Netflix.
Oh no, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying that if you put that movie first amongst all of your users,
Idiots
it's gonna be clicked.
Yeah.
amongst
Especially
idiots.
when most of your service tends to be stoned out fuckwits.
Oh, actually, I just remembered another fun bit of news, and then that's
Oh,
all
God.
I have. Bill O'Reilly got canned from Fox.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh yeah,
funny.
super can.
Did you see some of the
Firestorm.
advertisers that he had to have after everyone dropped his show?
No,
It was like
Dick Cream.
essentially it was like infomercial-esque advertisements.
Ooh.
Like the lowest of the denominator infomercial.
Good.
It
Good.
was
All right.
it was pretty bad. And yeah,
But
just,
so yeah, super. Wow.
so I didn't know androids could get stronger. That was news to me.
Toriyama said so a
It
while
is
ago.
stated
Yeah, I don't
Trunks
mind.
and the androids that they are created with a set power thing.
I don't
that-
think so. Because the androids of one time period were much stronger than the androids of another when it came to Trunks. He said one set of 17 and 18 was way stronger than the other. So I don't know if they have a set power limit. They're essentially human with just robot parts. So, humans can grow stronger. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. What I do have a problem with is how is he God level Goku status? That makes no fucking sense.
But wait, he's actually Super 17. We just don't have the flowing hair or the bulging muscles.
Like, why would you do that?
Like I said earlier, Blue is so just devalued.
I like how
It's not
I like-
value. It's what it's always been. It's the worst
Yeah.
transformation in the history of Dragon Ball. It has not won a single fight.
I liked how before that moment just now, it sounded like BG was just so tired of complaining. Where it's just like, I don't understand why it's not God level.
But-
I just
but
don't.
he goes,
Can we talk about how Goku, when he's fighting, it seems like every enemy he fights at either has a Super Saiyan level or a God Super Saiyan level. It's on equal terms. Like he'll be fighting a Super
Because
Saiyan and
Blue
be
is trash.
unequal.
What were you saying, DA?
Blue is supposed to have perfect key control, so he goes into it for people like Krillin only to use 0.0% of its power. So I'm gonna go all out with you, only to pull back so far for you. Cause the Kamehameha beam struggle with Krillin shouldn't have happened. He should have been engulfed and murdered right there in front of his wife and child.
Engulfed in murder. If I was still titling the episodes, that would be it.
Engulfed in murder.
How could Android 18 possibly have gotten stronger? 17, sorry.
Yeah,
He's
same difference.
in the forest. What is he?
Spent
Punching
years
trees?
deflecting bullets.
Little did you know that by wrestling bears every day, you too can become a Super Saiyan God.
It's ridiculous.
It really, really is.
Super is
Garbage.
it's just unbelievably bad.
Yeah, it
There
really
is
is.
there is no basis for power.
The
People just show up like I'm
I'm
strong.
stronger. I trained.
Okay, but here's this though. In the IGN review article, they were happy about this. They're like, I don't understand how this happened, but man, did it make for a great episode.
You know
I can't
why?
wait to no, let me finish. I can't wait to see what they do to power up the other characters for this arc. I'm looking at you, Master Roshi.
You know why? Cause it's fan service garbage.
You know why? Because characters' actual character and personality is their strength, and without that, you're nothing. So they have to go. We'll just make Android 18 arbitrarily stronger? 17. Train bus.
Lapis.
Like, they just made him so stupid strong out of nowhere. I have never fought you, Goku. Let's spar. Okay. Wow, you're super strong. You're so close to me.
Goes blue. Oh, so you were hiding this power. Well, I didn't think I would have to use this.
It's
There
like,
are,
wow, you
5
fought
levels
Piccolo to
up to
equal?
blue he could use.
Imagine if he was there when Goku first fought Beerus.
Facts.
Why didn't he?
I know.
Yep.
Why wasn't he there for Boo? Apparently, he could have just mollywopped him. If he could just be God in 3 years.
Fucking actually, though. Like, we didn't know this entire time humanity's actual savior could have been Android 17 all along.
It's absolutely.
And Krillin, we're just making him important somehow.
They have to justify why these characters are on the team, and they have to spend entire episodes justifying this.
Yep.
And where's the drama? There's
There
no
is
drama
none.
when we know everybody's from day one. Is 17 gonna join? Yes!
I love
What
the.
do you mean?
I love the naming trope. I mean, Dragon Ball isn't the only one guilty of it, but where it's like statement question, like, especially in this case when we know the answers.
First episode of One Piece did that. It was something like Luffy, the rubber boy, who the mysterious pretty girl or something like that.
Oh, God.
So I know we said this before, but things would be so much more interesting with the team dynamic of this Universe 7 team if they included some of the villains.
Absolutely.
Throw Cell in there.
But
So
they
good.
are
Have-
Android 17, though.
Have him interact with Android 17 and 18. Frieza.
Yes.
Have him his interactions with the other Frieza race and Universe 8 or whatever the fuck would be awesome. Just because the other one is like more like uses more cowardly tactics with poison and shit, and Frieza would probably find him like pathetic
A
and
bitch,
demeaning.
Yeah.
Things that would make this interesting, and they're just not doing it. For
Yeah.
Roshi, there is literally no. They should just have that spot blank, because this old man has the potential to be murdered super hard.
But you know he's going to be fighting on at least Beerus level.
He's gonna be fighting on the level of at least Gohan. And Gohan,
Somehow,
DA said it. Gohan fans, just kill yourselves. Like,
it's over.
that man cannot come back.
No, he can't.
He has
Gohan's
gone
done.
through a Zack Ryder level burial.
Which this past weekend for Kai, what they did Gohan Super Saiyan 2 transformation at the World Martial Arts Tournament, which was one of my favorites, just because Kyle Abert's scream in the original dub was awesome, and he did another fantastic job. And I see that
I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him to Kamehameha Boo's ball. I love that.
like I hear that scream, and then I picture him like, and then what he becomes.
This demure, neutered Gohan and this demure, neutered Videl.
Okay, if they're gonna be that, just be that.
Just be that.
Don't come back like,
Ride
I
off
want to
into
be
the sun.
stronger, father.
Yes. Ride off into the sunset. Just go, no, never again. You can't have it both ways.
Don't be in the opening with his. I'm so tired of that pose.
Wait.
That legs crossed Indian style, sitting there with your eyes closed and then powered up. It happened with the quote unquote super strong guy in the opening that Goku's fighting. He was in the episode doing that. Piccolo was in the episode doing that. And then Gohan is doing it in the intro.
That's an easy way to say meditation.
Suck a penis. No one gives a
In that
You
pose,
can
it would
meditate
actually
just
probably be
as
pretty easy.
easily with your your legs not crossed. Just as easily.
Anybody else find it weird that the Kami's lookout can just like fly around?
It's a fucking car! It's a fucking flying ship!
What is with those other universes' designs? They're so lazy. Why does a god need glasses?
One of
There's
them,
a god with glasses.
one of them is literally just like a rabbit Beerus. It was
Bruh.
shocking.
I was watching that fight, and I was like, when did Beerus join this squad?
And no, it's just a rabbit version of him.
It's so lazy.
Yeah,
It's a
we
bunch of
already
half
knew that.
designs.
You don't care. I gotta turn to One Piece, and there's cakes with different designs, and I can't get a god with a design that's worthwhile. Suck. And then they're just fighting some dude. He just looks like Cooler mixed with something else.
You know what would have been a good idea for them to do? Have a Saiyan be a god in one of the universes.
Nope, because only two universes can have Saiyans, apparently. They're twin universes, so
It's
they're
like,
the
oh
only
yeah,
ones with
the
those
last the only surviving Saiyan of the race in this universe was so strong he became a god.
Oh yeah, that happened. His name was Goku Black.
Exact.
Except, Bush.
Ugh.
They need to just fight Zeno-sama.
They need to all just turn to him and just bum rush both of them. He's the problem.
Yeah, those are villains. Like, I don't care what you say. Oh, it's so cute. See how they just destroy planets. Get them out of here. All the guys are having a meeting like, come on, guys, let's exit. Oh, no, gotta go. No, go again.
This sucks.
So, I'm gonna throw out a question here because I'm
Go for
curious.
it.
Just because week after week we've discussed, dissected, vehemently been
Crap
revolted
on.
by Dragon Ball Super, and I have heard you guys rant and/or complain about other series that you don't like. And I'm curious as to see where Super stacks amongst some of these other shows.
Oh.
The ones that come to mind for me,
Mhm.
overall, Attack on Titan and Sword Art Online have both been
Super.
okay.
Super.
Keep going.
DA, Clanad.
Clanad.
Ooh.
I was at work and I just thought of a moment from Clanad randomly, and I don't know how,
It
but
ruined my
I
day.
I bit my tongue super hard and I just started bleeding from the mouth. I was like, well, that's not healthy.
He was that mad.
Probably
He
shouldn't
was
think about that again.
Fucking mad.
Oh my
Because you know how
God.
just random thoughts pop into your head and you're just like, ugh, like an embarrassing moment from your
Yeah,
childhood, and
no.
you're just like, oh, this
and-
one was just
and-
like, "Gah!"
Embarrassment is definitely one of the easiest emotions to recall, but I've never been that angry
Really?
to where I've bitten like my tongue or my cheek like in anger just from a
I
thought.
didn't realize it.
I've punched the wall before.
Oh,
I've kicked
same.
the wall.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh no, sir. You that. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
That's up on that mountain right next to Persona 5. It's just on the other side of the mountain.
Yeah, it's just
Unreachable.
wow, that is interesting.
Yep. Because there is good stuff in Dragon Ball Super. No matter what you say, the dub is still amazing. I will say that. Jason Douglas does such a fantastic job of Beerus. I can't wait till we get more Frieza. That's coming. Sure, whatever. But with Clanad, there are so few redeeming qualities. It's pretty. Key animation is amazing.
But the sads.
And it's just after that, it's just a sponge being just wrung out with sadness. It's just squeezing you dry and just manipulating
Never
you
ending.
for nothing.
I can still hear the anguish and rage at the same time in your voice when you just like half growled out it's sad for no reason.
No reason. Mike, you
I-
were there when that Clanad video showed up at
Yep.
whatever convention
Yep.
that was.
Yes.
And my
Yep.
just visceral reaction. I'm not gonna have that with Super.
Standing.
I do remember that.
There is an actual reaction when I see things like
Just
that.
like it's like a literal gag. Like you see it like just a demon is like getting exercise out of him whenever a clan hit video. It's like
The way I look
The
at Attack on
fuck was
Titan
that
is,
sound?
I've never said that series was bad. It's just not enjoyable to me.
what show? Sorry.
Attack on Titan.
Okay.
The way I look at Sword Art is, it's for new anime watchers. It's
It is
not
such
good.
an
So is
entry-level
Attack on Titan.
anime.
It's such entry
deal.
level. Fantastic. It's fluff. There's nothing to get angry
It is
about.
anime the anime.
I don't think if Dragon
Anime the
Ball
anime.
was a fifth as popular as it is, that I would care as much.
Yeah.
But there's
it's the fans that are just murdering me.
Oh, the fans kill it.
and they hype it up, and then like it's beating One Piece in ratings at times.
Oh
I don't get it.
There's so many
It,
theories
it's
about
far. It's far. It's number 1 or 2 on Crunchyroll.
How can you
while
get
One Piece
theories
is number 4.
out of this trash?
They do.
There's nothing to theorize.
People are
Everything is
still
telegraphed.
wondering what that in the intro with Goku and the energy stuff. People are still theorizing and wondering and
The super,
Going
the
back
new
and forth.
transformation is.
yes.
Here's an answer. Who gives it? Because we've
Exactly.
seen that their transformations have been dogged out repeatedly.
It'll actually be Super Saiyan God Rage. Newest transformation off the
Here's a
block.
question. Why don't they just take a bunch of Patora earrings right before the tournament, fuse all the strongest people they can find to them where there's 12 or however 10 super strong warriors?
Because it lasts only 3 minutes.
I thought it was 30.
No.
It lasts
when Vegito was there.
Well,
it
for
lasted about
Vegito.
3 minutes.
for
Yeah, 'cause they
Vegito.
burned
Everyone
up the
else,
energy somehow.
everyone else would be fine. Regular Super Saiyans, it lasted however long the Majin Buu fight lasted. It's only Goku and Vegeta going Super Saiyan Blue where it peters out after 3 minutes.
How do you use the solar flare in outer space? Why is Krillin there?
The light emanates from within you, your own key.
No, they
burns
always go up to the sun.
brighter than the sun.
No, Krillin,
And then he
Krillin
went,
did it during
no,
the Frieza
even
saga.
more solar flare.
Even more. I'm not done yet.
What?
I mean, if there's light, there's a sun.
And,
Just
and
reflecting
Android
light.
18 said, "Look, that's a gimmick. That's only gonna work once." And Krillin's like, "Yep, I gotta make it count." So he got one shot at that
So why can the solar flare suddenly block out power levels?
because he
Wait,
trained
what?
it off screen.
Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it?
He just trained it because they said it can.
Oh,
Because it can.
okay.
Because they said so.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
They can just say anything is anything. Boo is just super skinny now for some reason.
Yeah,
he
he's fit.
trained.
He's been training like a mother.
I
And
think
now,
they called
and now
him
he's also
athlete
God
food.
Goku level.
Yep.
Somebody did the math that Boo's increase in 2 hours is just, it puts Frieza to shame. He trained to get to that level. It was just like some one millionth of a time that Frieza did to get just as powerful. I'm just like, it just because he needs to be at that level.
Why?
Why indeed? Because so people like us don't go, oh, why are they on the team when you got Goku and Vegeta? They can just one shot everybody. It's like, no, sir. Look at this Boo.
No.
Look at this Krillin.
But then what they could do is have people fight intelligently, because that's what Gohan talking about. You need smarts with the whole blue. So why not have that? Why not justify why they're on the team within their own power instead of trying to power them up to where the teammates are? One Piece, oh, I keep bringing up One Piece. Usopp did not get to Sanji's level ever. But there's a
And it's
reason he's
fine.
on the team.
And that's fun.
It's not justified. It's shown why. It's just like, oh, let's power up Boo. Oh, let's Let's power up 17. Power.
Hey, let's not power up Gohan.
Roll, fight the
Because
power.
y'all,
How dare you be fans of this guy?
man, there has to be a personal grudge going on against Gohan.
Something.
There's no character arc that's gonna happen.
it's-
Dude,
He's jobbing off to Krillin.
Trunks basically turned to the camera and went, "It is fine that Gohan is like this. Let us leave him be."
He got that John Cena Zack Ryder. He's just like, you like Zack Ryder? I like Zack. He's just like, look, I know you fans don't really like Gohan out
But,
here now,
but it's fine.
but
you know?
he's a family man
He's
now.
happy.
He's moved
Shouldn't you
on.
be happy that he's happy? Boo! Okay.
So actually, I just want to ask this question real quick before we sign off.
Krillin is training with training equipment. Like, the
Yeah, it's just like you just had some weight benches
Barbells
upstairs.
like, what is going on?
What?
So that was already proven that doesn't work with Yamcha back before the androids. But anyways,
I'm sure Yamcha is stronger than Master Roshi. I don't give a what anybody's saying.
Yeah, but Master Roshi has more.
Chaozu
experience.
probably is.
He has more experience, more tricks. He's
Mike,
lived
ask your
longer
question.
and-
I'm done with Super.
Kamehameha.
so for One Piece, why were there so many Luffys? I must have missed that in one of the chapters.
I would assume the Mirror
I
World.
was about to say the mirror thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That
What a fantastic entrance! Just eating the cake. Holy, Big Mom's gonna flip.
Cause yeah, as like they popped out, like I could recognize it's like they were the different Straw Hats just by like subtle differences. But I was just like, what was this explained? I feel like I missed something. I'm pretty sure
No,
I
it
missed
totally
something.
wasn't explained, but I'm sure they're gonna say something about it.
Also,
Yeah.
And it
okay,
won't take 90 chapters, or it will.
My
You
Hero
never know, and it's acceptable either way. Oda the
Oh
guy.
God.
Oda the guy.
My Hero Academia,
Red
Yeah.
Right is amazing.
Oh my God.
Red Right, but
He's gonna shoot up in them poles.
Oh yeah.
emo dude,
Law.
emo dude.
Sun Eater.
Yes.
His quirk is awesome.
Too bad it's gone.
Yes, that sucked, but still.
I
He
think-
literally gains the powers of what he eats.
Yes, that's amazing.
That was a great one-off though.
And
Uh,
then
it-
he just gets
It
fucked.
was a one-off. If there's gonna be a one-off, I'm glad it was something like that, so we can appreciate that Corks this special can now be gone.
Just taken away.
Mhm.
I love it. Fucking adore it. Oh, have you guys been watching the anime?
I've not watched season 2 yet.
Okay,
I'm waiting for it to get a couple
No.
episodes in.
please. I am actually begging you to watch season 2. This tournament has been done so fucking well so far, and they're just up to stage 2. Just hearing Deku voice acted for the mine run when he's in the minefield running it, it's out fucking standing. And All Might's inner reflection of the weight he's putting on Deku, the delivery and the animation of it, it's fucking spot on perfect.
Dub sub.
I am, yeah, it's the dub. Don't even get me started on season 2 dub. It's glorious.
Funimation is fantastic.
Yes, they are.
Hero Academia 2 and 1, just the anime
This
itself
is my favorite Phoenix
is
Wright comic. in
out
history.
fucking standing.
And it only makes sense if you played the game. Okay, I'm going to explain something to DA so y'all can just keep talking.
Okay.
Well, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, unless anyone had anything else to add for those two. So, thank you everybody for tuning in to this episode of the Podcast of Stuff. I thought I saw something. Never mind. Okay, we will see you next week. Happy
Later.
Happy late Easter.
Yeah, that. Bye.